Hello and welcome to How to Lead Your Business with Peter Cox. You're only as good as the people you surround yourself with. How will you lead them? Join us for this podcast where we dive deep into business leadership. This is the podcast where business owners and entrepreneurs learn how to grow their leadership to unlock business and personal growth, empower teams, and drive success. Whether you're a startup or scaling to the next level, we've got the insights, the strategies, the intellectual property you need to grow in leadership, to fuel your team and fuel your business to go to the next level. Let's get into this. Welcome to another episode of How to Lead Your Business with Coxie. Great to have you here. I have a question for you. When was the last time someone told you how much they value you and why? Or told you what a great job you've done? It could be your partner, it could be your leader, the owner of the business, a team member or a friend. When was the last time? And I have another question for you. Have you heard of the word edification? Edification dramatically changed my life and business 35 years ago. So much so that I was invited to do a TEDxtalk on it. Here's the recording. I truly hope it inspires and leads to change in your own life and business as much as it did in mine. If you want to watch it on YouTube, head to the link in the description box of today's episode and keep climbing. When was the last time someone made you feel special, valued, significant? Your partner, your teammate, your direct report. Have you ever heard of the word edification? Because that word changed my life in 1992. I've learned in life that hurting people hurt people. The Latin word for edification has an A in front of the E, and it means to build, to construct. But over the years, this word has changed to elevate, empower, and uplift people, making them feel valued. My mother used to humiliate and embarrass me, privately one-on-one, and even worse, in front of my peers and teammates. I would score 2 goals in a big game of football. And my mum would come into the dressing room and say, "But you still missed 2. This cut me deeply. I've got no doubt that my parents loved both my sister and I. They worked their bones off to give us the best life possible. But my mum's de-edifying words and behaviours led to a catastrophic breakdown in my relationship with my mother, where I did not see her for 9 years due to the deep hurt and pain it caused me. When I look at my young self, why was I so angry? Why was I so hurt? I craved recognition. I had to be in the limelight because I wasn't getting the recognition from the one person I needed it the most from, who was my mother. I became angry, and I would use devastating, hurtful words and de-edify and cut you to pieces. And I'm not proud of this to this day. I needed to get my father's blessing to share this story with you today because it causes him great pain. But he saw the power of edification transform my life and our family's life. Edification means you can promote anyone but yourself. I learned that from my mentor. When my wife asked me for a divorce in May 1992, I was the upfront guy of our business, but I never took the time to honour my wife privately or publicly. It caused deep resentment because she was the backbone of the business. It was the first time in my life that I needed to allow myself to be led and learn about marriage, leadership, spirituality, emotional intelligence. And it's when I learned about the word edification from my mentor. I unleashed the power of edification in my life, and I turned the negative of de-edification by uplifting people and saw the power of what it did when you recognize others. This healed my heart. And my wife and I are still together today after 36 years. I was able to forgive my mum and love my mum and have our first Christmas together, December 2005. Over the last 16 years, I've uplifted my mother, forgiven, respected, honoured her, loved her. My mum has stage 3 Alzheimer's disease deteriorating in Sydney right now. My dad is 86 years of age. My mum is 84, 63 years married. I've got no regrets now. That was the best son possible when she leaves this earth. This is a crazy world we're living in right now. How are you going right now? When's the last time someone made you feel significant, made you feel special, made you feel valued? As human beings, when we are born with self-worth, self-belief, self-doubt. It doesn't matter how successful we become in life, we all need someone to believe in us, to uplift us. I need it. You need it. We all want to feel significant. When was the last time you felt significant? When was the last time you made someone feel significant? When you edify people, you edify them from the heart. And it grows trust in that relationship when you do this. And this leads to mental toughness, which is positive thoughts under pressure. And positive thoughts under pressure brings positive energy into that environment. This will lead to long, deep, fruitful relationships. And in a team environment, it will result in a high-performance team culture. October 2014, I was the leadership consultant in a professional rugby league team in Australia. It was the grand final weekend. 43 years this team had waited. It was a big deal. I sent a message to the coach at 1 o'clock in the morning, "Are you still up?" 36 hours from the game, he came back, called me. I called the coach and I said, "Why are you still up?" He said, "I'm writing those 17 individual team player letters. This better work, Coxie." 9 hours later, each player was given a hand-delivered letter from the head coach at the final training session for the year, which empowered, uplifted, elevated, made them feel significant and valued, why they could win the biggest rugby league game of their life. It was 14 points to 6 in that game, 8 minutes to go, 85,000 people in the stadium. It was electric. That team went on to score 16 unanswered points and win that game 30 points to 6. There's absolutely no doubt that edification was one key high-performance strategy for the day of multiple strategies that helped that team create history. You can't quantify and you cannot measure the power of edification. People don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. President Theodore Roosevelt made that statement decades ago. Recent research by partners in leadership looked at organisational culture, and they looked at those organisations that take the time to recognise and reward people in that organisation. 85% of the employees in those businesses took more initiative. 73% were more collaborative, and 50%, nearly 50%, were engaged fully in their roles and responsibilities. People don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. There are 3 ways you edify people. Firstly, privately, one-on-one. You take the time as the most influential leader behind closed doors to empower, elevate, and make that person feel significant and valued. You will result in growing not only accountability, respect, and trust, you will grow something much deeper that John Maxwell, leadership guru, calls accountability. The greatest compliment you can receive in life is to be counted on. Have you ever noticed when you acknowledge people in front of other people, they light up, they get a spring in their step? This is the second way you edify people. You do it publicly. When was the last time you edified your partner in front of your peers? When was the last time you edified a teammate in front of another teammate? When was the last time you edified your children in front of their friends? The most influential leader takes the time to edify another team member in front of the rest of the team. It is rocket fuel. But when another team member takes the time to edify a team member in front of the rest of the team, it is catalytic. The third way you edify people is you formalize the edification process. You put it in writing like that head coach did to his players in 2014, or you put it on a video recorder, which I've done both to great effect. The person that receives that message can keep it for life. They treasure it. Four 4:00 in the morning, some of the mothers came and found that head coach during wild celebrations after that grand final win, looked him in the eye and thanked him for writing that letter to their son, which changed his life. The power of edification. You can promote anyone but yourself. I don't know how de-edified you've been in your life, how humiliated you've been, how hurt you are right now. I don't know if you've ever heard of the word edification, but can I encourage you to take a deep look at this behavior, because it will not only transform your life, it will transform the lives of the people around you. People don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. Who are the people in your life that you need to edify right now? That's a wrap for today. Until next time, check out our online high performance team masterclass. It's got everyone talking. Hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people are using that online program now to lead their teams more effectively and to create a high performance environment. There's no assignments, no exams. It's packed full of practical strategies and resources to help you build and grow the right team in a thriving culture to drive your business forward with you. Go to leadershipdynamics.com.au for all the details. If you found value in today's episode, subscribe, leave us a review, share it with your network. I'm sharing a lot of my leadership journey, and I know it'll make a difference in your life to achieve the vision and the dreams that you have for your business and your life. Keep climbing.